So keep that in mind tomorrow. If it cuts under 320, it's going to consider it as oversold, and we might see a little bit of upside in the short term. Watch those moves on 15-minute chart, and you can possibly catch a small relief rally to the upside. If this thing actually cuts under 320, that would be a great setup for tomorrow. On Microsoft is down 0.39%, and that is why you guys just saw that video from last night, a recap that Microsoft might be slightly undercutting 320 and possibly coming down to 316. And if that happens, there is gonna be a short-term dip buy on Microsoft for a day trade, and boy oh boy did I catch that move today. I mean, this thing exploded. I got those calls around 316, 320, and then 320 calls on Microsoft exploded, guys. I mean, look at the move. 325, I sold at 323, and then this thing was running all the way up to 325 and getting rejected later, but I sold for a nice 150% on Microsoft. And that is why you gotta look for those opportunities. If you're day trading and looking for money in this market, these setups are killer, guys. I mean, anytime you see a big name like Microsoft or Apple coming down, slightly undercutting lower Bollinger Band, those are great setups. You can take some calls. As long as you have a stop loss, you can make a ton of money. So 50 contracts I got on Microsoft went through the roof, guys. Within minutes, 150%. So that was a big trade on Microsoft. And not to mention, today was actually a really good day shorting, especially the big stock FedEx today. It was up, I think, 18-20 bucks. We shorted right on top. And then another one was CrowdStrike, and that was 100% also a massive day in the market, even though the market was selling off. So we are definitely crushing it in the market right now, and I think there is going to be more chances tomorrow, especially for a bounce back up to the upside in the short term. So on Microsoft, if you look at my screen, this is going to be a level to watch right here. So far, around 320 to 316 as a support right here. And if that gives up, the next support right here around 310 and then flat 300. Now to the upside, same thing happened today. Getting up to this blue line 5 SMA and getting rejected today from 325. So 325 needs to break, and only if that breaks, you're going to see a retest of 329 and then 331.46, and that is this red line 50 SMA on this daily chart. So watch Microsoft here around 320 and then 316 as a support going into tomorrow, and also for a potential bounce back up to 325 right here to this blue line 5 SMA. And here's my X account, and if you're on there, definitely give me a follow. And I do post a lot of my trade ideas, especially the ones that I share with my Patreon group, and then my charts, my daily, weekly expected moves on various products, and also all my videos are coming out. And this is the easiest way you can get in touch with me right here on X. And look at this play that I took. I mean, this is not the only one that I played today, but Microsoft, guys, calls from bottom, 320 calls, exploded. This thing got up to almost 325. So that was massive today on Microsoft. I think it was over 300%, but I think I locked in at around 150% on Microsoft. And then this one from yesterday, unfortunately, because of Jay Powell, I sold it. Look at this one here, guys. Shorting at 285, getting 280 puts, and now it's sitting at, I think, 272. And this one also, that was a big trade yesterday, and this thing came down under 300, going down to 296, I believe, today. So that was another one from yesterday. And like I said, all my videos, my charts, daily, weekly expected moves right here, whatever I'm doing in the market, I do post a lot of things right here on X. Now, especially if you consider joining my Patreon, yes, I would like to help people, and also people are helping and supporting my channel, but I don't really want people that are not serious, guys. Like, if you're only serious, and you want to learn and you want to just be your own boss and learn trading, then yes, Patreon is the way to go, and I'll have that link down below in the description. On Apple stock is down 0.89%, almost 1% on the day, and Apple stock was trying to actually rally. But look at this rejection from this negative sloping 5-day moving average right here, sitting at 176, getting rejected and coming down and closing above 173, holding this support right here into closing. So tomorrow, Apple breaks below 173. The next stop, 170, and then the gap below right here, 167. Apple can actually break above, I would say 177, guys. Then you're going to see a little bit more upside, possibly back up to 178, 180, and then the gap above 181.47. On Amazon, stock is down 4.41%, and Amazon now getting extremely oversold. I mean, look at this massive gap down today, guys, and it was not able to get back up to fill this gap on top, and now just holding on top of this Bollinger Band, sitting at 129, and now actually trading at 128.88. So Amazon, the next stop, this gap is fully closed right here, and now we got a gap on top, 135.20, and now it's actually sitting right on this Bollinger Band right here, holding that as a support. So tomorrow, the next stop down here, 126, and if that gives up, all the way down here at 118. To the upside, Amazon can actually break and hold 130. Then watch out for a move all the way up to 135.20 to close this gap on top and retest red line 50 SMA. On Google, stock is down 2.40%, and Google now trading below this big uptrend. It was holding for I would say a couple of months right here, and now it's trading below this uptrend and also trading below white line 20 SMA. We gapped down this morning, coming down to 131 and finding support at red line 50 SMA 131. So tomorrow between 130 to 131, this is gonna be a key level to watch on Google. And if that gives up, we talked about it before in my video, we got all these gaps down here. We might see Google stock coming down and at least filling some of these gaps down here on Google. To the upside, Google stock can stay above 131. We might see a relief rally and possibly retest this trend line right here and 20-day moving average sitting close to 235. So if there is a relief rally, we might be going back up to fill this gap close to 135, and then possibly we'll see a rejection from here. And then Google stock will come back down and take out this support around 130, 131, and then going all the way down to fill this gap at 123. On Tesla, stock is down 2.62%, and Tesla actually filling the gap on bottom, but also he left the gap open on top at 262, and that's gonna be aligned with this resistance right here. So now Tesla, guys, I mean, look at this. It's not holding 257 anymore. It's under 50 and 20-day moving average right here on this daily chart. And below 257, Tesla will find support not here, all the way down here around 240 to 241, and then 231.69. Now Tesla can break above 257.29 tomorrow. Then we might see a relief rally back up to fill this gap at 262.46, and once we get above 262 and Tesla can hold right here, then there might be more upside up to 266 and then 278. So watch out here on Tesla. I mean, this one here cannot get above 257. You're going to see a dump off down to 240 to 241 and then 231 all the way down here. On Meta, it's down 1.31%, and look at this rejection. I mean, this thing was actually trying to go back up to 300. I was actually looking at it, but because I got puts yesterday and I sold, I was kind of fed up with Meta. So I didn't buy anything today, but look at this rejection, and now looks like early as tomorrow, we're going to see Meta down to 290 and then 285.82 all the way down to 276. But tomorrow, I think 290, very possible on Meta, unless we get that breakout above 300. Then watch out for more upside up to 305, 308, 311. On AMD, it's down 4.22%, and AMD now, like I said, exactly touching this channel, bottom of this channel right here around $96, and looks like it's going to break this channel. And if that happens, the next stop And I've been warning you guys that, whenever you see a big stock like AMD hitting a support multiple times, soon or later it's going to break, and it actually broke that support today. And now 296 gives up the next stop right here around $89. Now we gapped down today, so if there is a relief rally and AMD can hold $96 as a support, then watch out for a move back up to 100, and above 100 watch out for a move up to 104.70. On Nvidia, stock is down 2.89%, and now my 400 puts on Nvidia for next year up over 100%. And that is why when you have time on a stock like Nvidia, and another one that I showed it, Eli Lilly, ticker symbol LLY, it's down $50, and there is more to come. So on Nvidia stock now, guys, my target definitely not here. I'm going to wait because this thing has to bounce at least, I would say, $70 to $80 for my position to go red on Nvidia stock. So that is why I'm going to hold. I mean, we might see a bounce. That's possible. But at this moment, the next stop on Nvidia 400, and then the gap below 395, and then at some point, maybe next week, we're going to see Nvidia actually coming down and retesting this channel, and that is around, I would say, right here, guys, 375 to 376, bottom of this channel, and that could be coming very soon on Nvidia. But in the short term, what's happening now? A lot of people are saying, can I short Nvidia here? Absolutely not. And why? This thing selling off for multiple days now. We could see a relief rally anytime, and knowing Nvidia stock, this thing can move up at least $15, $20 in one day. So I would not be surprised to see, some sort of a bounce very soon on Nvidia, back up to at least, I would say, 420, if not 429.28, and possibly up to even right here around 439 to retest this channel right here. But as of right now, guys, to the upside, you want to watch resistance at 420, and then the gap above 422, and then 429.28, blue line 5 SMA on this daily chart. And as a support, 400, and then the gap below 395.30 for tomorrow. So Netflix is down 0.5%, and now this gap is fully closed right here, and now looks like it's finding support at 383 and holding right at 383 just before closing. So this is going to be key level to watch, but I would not be surprised to see Netflix coming down to 376 also, because this lower Bollinger Band pointing down and now coming down to 376. So that is going to be the next stop below 383. To the upside, resistance right here to watch 391.60, blue line 5 SMA, and only if that breaks, you're going to see a quick trip up to 400 and then 406 on Netflix. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for watching.